Good morning, and welcome to a very special edition of Have Faith, Let It Begin. Why is it so special? Well, three things. Number one, Dr. E and I are back. It's January 8th, 2024. Number two, Ariel lost her first tooth over the weekend. And number three, we are celebrating the Three Kings Day. Have Faith, Let It Begin, starting off on the 2024 Monday edition, and it starts right now.
Have faith, let it begin. When it starts right now.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Ariel, can you say have faith?
Again.
Let it begin?
Again.
Say have faith.
Again.
Let it begin.
No.
No? Okay.
It's a boy.
Hi, Noah.
Noah!
Happy birthday, Noah!
Caitlin,
You did amazing.
you just put those there.
Good morning. You listening to Have Faith, Let It Begin. And it starts right now. How is that, Daddy?
It was good. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. With me, as always, my yin to my yang, my Pete Alonso to my, let's say, Daryl Strawberry, the 86 Daryl Strawberry. My man, Dr. E. What's up, buddy?
What's going on? I'm your mustard to the hot dog, baby.
That's it. Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, brother. How was it? Was it peaceful?
It was somewhat peaceful. I worked a lot, as you know, and
Yep.
you were on vacation. Beautiful pictures. Didn't go exactly the way. You know, it's funny, and this will segue into this as well, because I want to talk about New Year's resolutions. You were set to go on a vacation to one particular location. I'll let you say it, and then it got changed. But you know what? It was probably meant to be that way, right?
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Iceland, and then the volcano erupted, and I had to make sure that I could get back safely. Or I shouldn't say safely. I'm sure I'd be safe, but get back in a timely manner in case, I didn't want to miss any work. So me and the kids, we had a huddle and we decided, hey man, we've never been to Tucson. Let's go to Tucson. And we went down to Tucson, Arizona. I can't say enough good things about that place. Such a beautiful location with the beautiful cactus. There's a national park. There's some great food scene and very nice people. It's a gritty town, Angel. It's not like Scottsdale where everything's all upscale. It's like real people live there, and it's very, very diverse. You have a lot of Mexican Americans and Mexicans, and Mexicans. And it's just so close to the border. It's just so nice to see diversity in a location in a really bustling city. As I said, great food scene, great culture, great hiking, great beauty. So it all worked out perfectly. The way, as you said, is the way it should.
And that's the beauty of it. And that's what this episode's truly about. I mean, yes, in addition to my daughter losing her first tooth, which will end on that, because I think it's a funny way to end the show. But I think what was really cool is knowing, and I think this is how it's going to predict 2024. We cannot predict what's going to happen, right? We can't guarantee what tomorrow will bring. But what we can say is when God intervenes and he puts us in a different path that we weren't particularly prepared for, it is done for a reason. And I think that's what 2024 is going to do for the CROC Nation and, of course, for Have Faith, Let It Begin. We're in a path where we can't predict it, but I can feel that this is the right path.
I feel it 100%. And I really feel that, I think it's your podcast, Angel, that keeps us all cohesive, keeps us together, keeps us grounded in that faith, in that belief that there is a greater power, there's a higher power that is directing us.
I do. And this is the way I wanted to kind of go into this. Now we're into the mid part of this episode. 2024. I did a couple episodes preparing us for the new year while you were gone. And I did a TikTok episode as I commuted. And one thing came up. and it was a question that was given to me. So I think I'm going to answer it now, and I'm going to say it, answer it, and I'll pose the question to you. In 2024, will you do something different that you haven't done in previous years that will put you on a better path or the right path? It's a pretty interesting question. So this is the way
I think it's a
answered.
great. Who asked you that question?
It was a person on TikTok that just out of nowhere.
It
And
was a great question. Yeah.
it is. So here's how I answered it.
Okay.
I believe that God has allowed me has prepared me to make a decision that's going to better myself and my family. And that is more on a spiritual aspect as well as a career aspect. I haven't made that decision yet, but one of them actually came true 24 hours after that question happened. I was reached
Wow.
by a church called the New Hurley Church, who is down a minister and has sought me out to do 4 services, 2 in February and 2 in March. And I gladly accepted those invitations. So I'll be preaching for the next 4 sermons at a completely different church. And it's amazing how
Wow.
God works. I posed the question to you.
Yeah. Well, getting back to, God opens doors. You probably do belong behind a pulpit every week. Not just your podcast on a daily basis, but you can reach people face to face. I think, believe it or not, I think you're even more effective face to face and when you preach. So, I'm really happy that that happened. I love that. I believe I know that church you're talking about, and it's a very, very beautiful area. And I think you'll make a big difference. As far as it relates to me, actually, we just did a podcast yesterday. It was a repeat podcast about New Year's resolutions. And this question sort of resonates, that sort of New Year's resolution-y, that's not a word, we make them up, kind of question. And I think, having spoken to the survivors, thrivers, yesterday on our podcast, the CROC podcast, I think that sometimes major big changes, resolutions, trying to make big changes, I think sometimes we take on more than we can chew. I think sometimes we are not realistic with those goals. So I will say to that listener who posed the question, my answer would be, I think I try to be the best version of myself every day, and I fall short every day, but every day I get one millimeter closer to that ideal that I believe that God has given me, that potential. And I think that one day, hopefully before I die, I'll reach that full potential and be able to, you be able to talk to me and see me and watch my podcast or see my podcast or listen to my podcast or listen to me on this podcast. And you'll be able to see the full manifestation of what God has in store for me, or what he or she wanted me to be, or how I could make this place a better place, how to make this world a better place. So that's my answer.
And that's amazing. And you know what? We're going to pose that question to each and every one of you, and we will pose it also on the CROC Nation in case anybody is interested in hearing it. I would love to hear the feedback on both. Let's close out the show with a little bit of humor. So on Friday.
Yeah, now cute story. Yes.
Yeah. Friday, Ariel comes out of school, wants pizza. We've known that she's had a wiggly bottom tooth. Well, she started eating her pizza, and next thing you know, she goes, Daddy. I look down, and the tooth is gone. So I immediately tell her, spit out your food, spit out your food. But there was not much left in her mouth. You know where that tooth went? She ate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Now tell us the good part, Angel.
Well, I had to go hunting for it. So I'll leave everybody in suspense and let you know how that goes. Yeah.
Now, Angel, this was Friday and this is Monday. I hope that tooth passes. I hope all things pass. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So I'm going to have to wait, because we're recording it Friday for Monday. Guys, you're going to have to hear it on Tuesday, and I'll let you all know. Let's
let me know
the prayer. It's a great way to end the show. It's all about family. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this brand new year. We thank you for a clean slate. We thank you for the CROC Nation. We thank you for Dr. E. We thank you for our Have Faith, Let It Begin family. We thank you for memories, new memories, whether you're traveling with your family, traveling with your kids, you're dealing with brand new things like a lost tooth. We thank you for the epiphany. We thank you for your birth. We thank you for your forgiveness, your kindness. And we ask you this, let this year be the year that all of us try to find a better way to treat each other, whether that's one random act of kindness a day, whether that's just listening to one special episode, whether it's the CROC Nation, whether it's Have Faith, whether it's any other episode that will make you smile. Our hope and prayer is that that is what this new year will have to you and all of your family. May God bless you. May he be with you. May he shine his light upon you and grant each and every single one of you peace on earth. And never forget,
Have faith, let it begin, baby.
that's it. We'll see you all next week.
Thank you for listening to Have Faith Let It Begin. We'll be back tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.
Thank you for listening to Have Faith Let It Begin. We'll be back tomorrow.